but I'm looking at like the graphics and the lighting and all the other things. I'm just like, dude, like the game's like 5 months out and they're in pre-alpha. Like, I mean, it's supposed to be in October, and it just looks the way it does. Like, is that? I don't know, man. The reception on it seems like a mix of positive and a mix of not so positive. It's like people that are like this looks amazing. Like I'm getting this year. It's a lot of people like that, and then I think there's a solid amount of people that are like this looks like Call of Duty. This feels like another this doesn't really feel like Battlefield. Like people are noticing the like just sort of the state of the pre-alpha, and I mean it's a pre-alpha, but you know my question is like why are they showing pre-alpha? Shouldn't they be in alpha? Like so like right now I'm sort of questioning the I guess the production of the game. Like I don't know where it's at. They said they were ahead of schedule, but they're still in pre-alpha. Um, I don't know, man. There were just a lot of things that I saw, like just so, like a lot of like the animations aren't finished. The when they were in the sandstorm, the lighting on the vehicles looked weird. Like the textures on the buildings, I noticed were unfinished. Um, there were just things finished that I could literally look at and say, "Oh, like that looks blurry." You know, that is like low res. Um, the character animations, they were in the freaking the elevator. No. Yeah, yeah, they're in guys once plat I mean he's selling plat supposedly. Probably not. They were in the elevator and I see the dudes next to him move and they are so freaking stiff. Like they move but they have like no animation. Like they just sort of nervously like move left and it's like I'm just like dude. And that really like on first impression I was just not I was kind of upset because I expect Battlefield to have that. I expect the game to be, I want to say like almost done. I expect it to look like Battlefield. Like it looked like it's trying to be Call of Duty, which is I don't think that's a good move. It's like they're trying to be another game while still retain what they have, and it's like they can put aspects in their game to make it faster paced, but they don't have to like make it look like Call of Duty. And I think for me, that's where it threw me off because I'm looking at the HUD, I'm looking at the way the guy's holding the gun, I'm looking at the finisher that they showed us. It's gonna be in third person, just like an MW for microtransactions, probably. I'm just like, dude, like I just feel like they I don't know, man. I feel like they may or may not have sold their soul already, and it's just like, oh, like it just does not look like Battlefield anymore. Like the now that's just like the shooter combat. It just seems off to me. The guy had like a vector, like he shoots it a little bit. He um it I couldn't really hear the sound effects for it, but it seemed it just seemed like very toy like. like something out of Call of Duty, you know, like where it's just sort of like a little gun that shoots and it makes a little pitter patter noise, but it doesn't make it doesn't have a real impact. It's just a little toy gun, so to speak. You know, I hope that's not the case. I hope that the sound design is good. Like I hope the game isn't the opposite of Battlefield. Like I feel like that's what it's becoming. Um, I think the problem is they're trying to appeal to a whole to they're trying to appeal to the Call of Duty audience instead of the Battlefield audience, or at least landing a mix of both. Like and I see a lot of people that are just like, yeah, like this game looks great, like it looks amazing, and I don't know if they're like serious or if they're like sort of just hype. I don't know. It does look good. I'm not gonna be like, oh, it looks trash. No, it looks good. The game looks good. The tornadoes, the all like stuff that we've never really had in the FPS. You know, it's there. You know, for me, it's just the baseline stuff, the shooting, I'm looking around the environment. You know, I'm looking at the graphics. I'm looking at the effects. You know, the effects seem good. I feel like I don't know if this is me, but the explosions look like the explosions are just huge, and I think they see forward the helicopter with the Polaris ATV, and it's like a massive explosion. Like it almost looks out of place because of how big it was. You know, it looked so immense, and just like forget Michael Bay. The explosion looked like some energy burst or something. Like, and like I'm not complaining, but I'm just like I think for that explosion, for like the helicopter and the Jeep, it was a little extra. It was definitely a little extra. I mean, if you like look in the trailer, you're gonna see like you're gonna look at the Apaches and the K-52s and the tanks, you know. And I think the aircrafts were having big explosions, like big, large, immense explosions, like you know, like huge, like on thermobaric nuclear type shit. Like that's what the explosions were looking like. And like yeah, like that. It was honestly really cool, but I feel like it's just gonna be crazy. Um, but yeah, but like besides that, dude, I think let me see. I'm trying to think I was the the animations, just the way things look, the way your character moved in first person, the way the animation for the weapon moved, it was way too fast. Like the dude, like if you look at it, he's walking and it's going so fast. Like not even Call of Duty's that fast, and they're walking and moving around, and they're like just it looks it looked below AAA quality. It looked like an indie game when they first start out. It looked like that. I think it was the scene when he was looking at the tornado or something. He's like backing up, and he's moving so ridiculously fast, and it just it's off putting. Um, and I think that's the thing. I think they tried to make. If I'm to assume, I would assume that they tried to make the game play faster because the environments are bigger. So they want to have everyone run a certain speed. But even in first person, the dude is moving like he had 3 coffees, and he's just like like he's moving insanely quick, and it looks fake, and it takes me out of the game because I'm looking at it and it's just like, dude, like you're not ever gonna be moving that fast. I don't care if you're being chased by a tornado or you're, like just the animation looked cheap. That's the best thing I could say. It looked kind of like just rushed or unfinished or something. And I'm gonna hope that that's what it was. It was just like rushed, unfinished. Pre-alpha maybe. Maybe they're like, I don't know. Like even the presentation, I feel like they sort of rushed it. Like tried to squeeze. I feel like it was squeezed into the Xbox show. And to be honest, I feel like what they should have done is just instead of waiting for like EA Play, which is like in July, like it's like a month from now. Instead of waiting that long, what they should have done is like they should have just had a I don't know, man. I don't know what they should have done because I don't. I'm gonna just assume the progress of the game, like they're still in pre-alpha, so assets and textures, things like that, just are not finished. That's that's what I'm gonna assume just by looking at the game because that's what I kind of feel. If things were done, they would have just showed them. You know what I mean? If they were done working on, the the destruction, uh, like all the other things, the shooting mechanics, they would have showed that. They didn't show really any shooting at all. What I saw, I didn't really like, and the destruction. I think I noticed instead of destruction, they showed lots of explosions and weather and just like. I mean, it wasn't destruction. You know what I mean? I saw debris. I saw debris instead of destruction. I don't know if they had. I don't know if they still have destruction. I don't know if that's a thing that's going to be coming in the game. I hope it does. But I didn't see any, and we're like 5 months out, and it's just like, oh, that's what Battlefield's about is destruction. Destruction isn't explosions. Destruction is the concrete ripping off the walls. Or, I don't have to explain what destruction is. They know what destruction is. Every game has had it. I don't know. Maybe I'm expecting too much, but this is Battlefield we're talking about. They have some big boots to fill. Like it's not, I don't know what's going on, honestly. I feel like there may be more going on underneath the game surface. So like I'm not just gonna be like super judgmental and just like, oh, this game like isn't doing good. Like no, like there might be something else going on to explain the state of the game. That's what it seems like. It seems like things are kind of off for it to be like this sort. I mean, it comes out this year, unless it gets delayed. Now, if they delay it because work or like COVID and stuff, it's like okay. Like honestly, if it ends up getting delayed, dude.
Are you willing to stay and decode more messages?
I don't know, man. What language is this man speaking? Oh, it's Spanish, I think. I don't know what. No, it's not. Yeah, it's Spanish. Yeah, like if they end up delaying the game, I mean, that might be a good move. But still, what they have is what they have.
Make sure the enemy receives it.
I'm gonna say I'm going. Alright, what's that? I feel like what they showed, what they've shown us is essentially. I mean, it can only change so much. The shooting, the gunplay, like those core things. You can't just change those core things. You know, um, so I think that's why I'm judging the game the way I am, because it's like stuff like gunplay. You're not just gonna
Radio tower.
change the entire gunplay, unless what they have now is placeholder. If that's the case, then that means like, bro, like they need more time to work on the game. If certain things are placeholder, if textures are placeholder, if things are unfinished, but it just to me it seems like there's a lot of things that are not there for the game to be coming out in October 22nd. So it's like I think what's going to happen. I have a feeling that it's going to get delayed, and I think they're going to need 2 more months. If it comes out October, maybe the game will come out like I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know if they would delay it. You know, that's my concern. Like I feel like the game may just sort of launch in a poorer state, and like we're still paying like 100 something. So I'm gonna have to wait and see. I'm gonna play the beta. I'm thinking about pre-ordering it just to get my hands on it, but I don't know, dude. I'm not getting the best vibes. Not getting the best vibes.
Tower lost.
And it's funny because we got leaks. We got leaks of this trailer, and I was looking at it. I was like, oh yeah, like it looks like early test stuff, maybe from like a year ago or whatever. And then we get it. We get what was shown in the thing, and I'm like, oh, that's the game now. That's what Battlefield 2042 looks like now.
The enemy
It just looks off, like graphically. If that's what they have now, I don't know if they have like a newer version, but why would they show? Why would you show a old version of your game? Like that makes no sense.
Finish your mission. Take a look inside.
To show an old version of your
We
game
have control of all 4 towers.
instead of showing a the most updated version. You know, so I think that's why I'm worried, because it's just like when I saw those images, I was like, oh yeah, it looks very like low res. I could tell things aren't finished. You know, the way the HUD looks, the like all the little details in it. Just, you know, I'm like, okay, like I'm like, all right, like it looks fine, but it just, you know, it obviously needs work. And I was looking at Doctor Disrespect. I know a lot of people watch him, and I think he was looking at it and he was like, it kind of looks like a Xbox 360 game, which I kind of agree. I kind of agree. Like, I don't know if it's me. It kind of, I don't know if it. I want to say, what game is that? It's a game called Bulletstorm.
We have decoded the message.
I don't know how similar that looks to Battlefield 2042 at this moment,
Eliminate
but
everyone.
I don't know, man. Whatever happens, dude, they really need.
Extraction is available,
They
but
just
there are more messages to be
they need to
decoded.
like really like
Stay
fix what like the graphics, the animations. Like if the game, if I'm playing the beta and the animations are like the same, like if they're the same as they are now as a pre-alpha, the guy standing in the elevator just looking very stiff and weird and
Try
out
to
of
capture
place.
another signal. Be careful though. The enemy has surely rallied
I don't know,
strong
man.
reinforcements.
I understand it's hard to make a video game, but EA is like literally a massive like it's a huge company. I mean, I know they're supposed to have everyone on this game, like every like I guess like every studio that they have, you know, DICE, Criterion. There's another one, another group working on the weather. I think, like specifically the weather, or like a new mode or something. But it doesn't seem right that there's all these people working on it, and that's what the game is looking like now. I just like I don't know how far they are in the progress of the game. You know, like obviously they got the trailers out. You know, the trailer's out right now, so you know they showed the the gameplay, and they showed well they didn't show a lot of gameplay. They really showed they had a CGI cinematic trailer, or a pre-rendered in-engine trailer, I'll say, which the trailer was cool, but it didn't it was a weird trailer, honestly. It was a weird trailer. It wasn't like a bad trailer or anything. It was just like it was like just kind of over the top and kind of just and in my opinion, in the history of Battlefield, I think what they do better is having a gameplay presentation and doing sort of a hype trailer, like a not a not an in-engine trailer that shows every aspect of the game, but pretty much just a hype, epic trailer. You know,
Stand by while I
something that's a
analyze the
mixture of
emotions
gameplay and cinematics. I think would have been
Not a number.
more
Many
fitting
players
for
enjoy this witticism.
the actual reveal. And then I think if they had like a full, in-depth gameplay trailer, that would have been good. But if they're not finished making the game, then it's like how can you make a full in-depth thing if things like the graphics, like things aren't finished. You know what I mean? Now they could have done that, honestly. They could have had like a deep dive, but if the game isn't to a certain point that they want it to be at, then it's like they can't do a deep dive presentation like what they did with Battlefield 4 had. You know, they revealed the campaign first, and this game has no campaign, which is ah this is sort of like a standard thing in a FPS. But yeah, so they don't have a campaign, so it's like, okay, well, you get the meat and potatoes of the game is going to be the multiplayer, the different modes, um and because like it's the game's supposed to be coming out in October, and we like they showed that they're just showing that, and we don't see nothing. Like we may not see another full presentation until July 22nd, which is when they're going to reveal the new mode, and we should get some gameplay. I'm not going to just say like, oh, we're not going to get gameplay, but we should get some gameplay before then. I was thinking I was thinking in less than a week there should be some sort of event or some more stuff on the game. Um, the thing with Battlefield, the hype alone for I kind of want to say for like people that are excited for the game, people that may be like YouTubers or streamers or just sort of have played the game in the past and are coming back. I feel like this may be for them, because they haven't played a Battlefield, so what they're getting into is it's a new experience. And I mean, I guess it's a new experience for everybody, technically, but people that play Call of Duty are probably gonna like this because it looks like it looks like Call of Duty. It looks to play like it too. You can like double sprint. You can like the animations look like Call of Duty. Like just all that stuff sort of it looks like they just took it from COD. And yeah. Um, Yeah, like hmm, I don't want to do that. Let's play the new Warframe. Um, yeah, like a lot of the stuff just looks like they took it from Call of Duty. I don't know why they're using that as their reference point. I mean, MW was popular. Warzone is still popular. Well, I think it's sort of declining now, but like it was fun. Like I enjoyed that a lot. Like MW or Warzone, it felt like Call of Duty trying to be Battlefield, and now it's like Battlefield's trying to be Call of Duty, and it's just like, dude, like they should just do their own thing. Like just stick with what they know
Operator
instead of taking from other people, I guess. And I honestly, oh jeez, um, like I don't know, dude. I think it's gonna come a time when these types of games may not be at the top anymore. You know, I think new games are gonna have to come up essentially, and I think it may be. I think how do I put this? I kind of feel like there's like a rise and fall. You know, I don't know how long EA or Dice is gonna be around, or Battlefield games are gonna be around, but I kind of feel like they've had their heyday, and I feel like right now it's like from my perception at least right now, I kind of feel like this. I don't want to say it's over, or it's the end for them, but I feel like it's time for new. I feel like in the next few years, especially because UE5's coming out, I feel like there's going to be a lot of like new games that are going to really blow people away, and it might be a game that was made by like 10 people, but it was done so well, and it's very artistic, and it's like epic, and it's going to make games. It's going to make these big budget games look like not so big budget games, or it's going to really compete with them. Like it's going to be a game. It's something small, something relatively small that looks good and plays good, and that people really enjoy. And I feel like those types of titles are gonna emerge, you know. And I don't know about like Battlefield, bro. Like I feel like Battlefield, in my opinion, it may possibly be going downhill. Possibly, I might be wrong, you know. But I feel like there's sort of just like an up and down of life, and I feel like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Um, I don't know, dude. Times two. Yeah, like yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I in my like what? In my honest feelings, I want another good Battlefield game. Fine. Yes. 10p. Yeah, in my honest feeling, I want a good Battlefield game, but I just feel like they've changed up way too much. I feel like gunplay could have gotten more um I don't know. It's too early to really say anything on the gunplay. I just all I can say is what we saw. I didn't like. I didn't like what I saw. Is what I'll say. I'll leave it at that because I mean we just haven't seen enough to really make a coherent decision. Just the way that the weapons, the way that they zoom in, it just feels like I don't know, like it just it looked it just didn't look like Battlefield. Like it looked like something else. Um, Even the way they were holding the weapons, like the way their hands were on it, the fast moving nature of everything. Like I don't know, man. It just didn't look right. Um, and like I think my problem is like they seemed Dice seemed EA. I think it was like EA. I think they came out like in April and they were like, yeah, we're like hard at work on Battlefield. We got all these teams working on this game. It's coming along good. We're confident. Our game's looking good. We're hoping to deliver on this vision and like all this PR talk and stuff. But it seemed positive. But then like what I'm seeing is the total. What I'm seeing is like 50% the opposite. Like what like seriously, like what they said versus what was shown. I'm just like they've shown some cool stuff, but because the game's multiplayer only, like what I'm going off of what I'm seeing now. Cause like they said things would be good. I'm looking at the game, like I'm like, okay, I don't like this, I don't like this. It's not finished. Uh oh wait. So I'm just like, okay, so maybe how do I get out this shit, bro? They really, I don't know, man. I just
A color you have never seen. Imagine it. That is where you are.
mm. What the? Where's the exit, bro? Like it used to be like right behind the seats. Oh wait, that's the exit? I can't get out. This is supposed to be an exit, right? Oh my God. This is supposed to be an exit. This was supposed to be an exit too. I can't get out. Like I don't know, man. Well, I'm trying to think all the things we saw. Now, all the vehicle gameplay looked solid. That seems to be intact. That's one thing that I Um, yeah, like the all the vehicle combat looked good. Like they showed some like a few seconds of being in a helicopter. The VTOLs, all the vehicle stuff looked epic. So from what I know, they have like gunships, which are the transport helicopters have been converted into like gunships now. So the Osprey is technically a gunship. The um let me see. Blind Rage. Oh no, not that one. Oh, don't do both. This one's yeah, this one's more advanced. It's at 62. I don't want to sell this. Oh, what? What? Leave. Oh, oops, I pressed the wrong buttons. Uh, I hate being like that, but I think I actually pressed the wrong buttons, but I did not want to. I don't know. I feel like I could have got more for that. What happened? My bad. I have gotta go. Uh, yeah, that was pretty trash. Yeah, dude, but
As someone once said, if nothing's there,
I just sort of pulled out last second. I don't know, dude.
You must be feeling.
Yeah, but like all the vehicle stuff looked good. They didn't show any jet gameplay, but we did see they did show some jets flying around. But they showed the desert map, the Qatar. How do I put it? The map looked cool. It looked sort of it just looked very barren. There wasn't
Has been compromised.
a lot of
Defend the cargo
Let
until
me see what time it is.
reinforcements
It's
arrive.
12:09. No, there wasn't a lot
These
of
corpus remind me of the Orokin. Selfish.
interiors from what I've seen.
Watch out.
It
I've
it
detected
just looked
void
very
visions nearby. Do you
it just
have
looked so
matching
barren. Like there wasn't enough. Like they didn't really show any objectives too much. I think
You're near a fissure.
they did go throughout the map. They started on the outside. They flew into the they flew in the city. They fought on a tower and then they skydived back the way they came. So I don't know.
Enemies are dropping reactant. You were
I
going
feel
to
like the
need
map
that
is going to be kind of like
that relic.
I don't know. It just looked. I mean, it's a very barren map, so like it's a dry map. It didn't look like there was a lot of places to go to. Like it looked like there were like skyscrapers and buildings, but there weren't any. I didn't see like any like too many like interiors. Like I think we saw like a mall or like a hotel or like some building with like an elevator. Like we saw some interior there, but like there didn't seem to be a whole lot of interior. Like I feel like it's just gonna be like a big open map mainly, but I don't know. That map kind of seemed weird. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna play. You know, it was very open though. That's my thing. I know like they have like sort of like these objectives that are connected to each other, and you have to sort of fight you have to sort of travel up each objectives, and or each point, I guess. I'm thinking something like PlanetSide, where there are points on the map that you have to fight towards. So you have to like take this base, and then you can move up to this location and do this objective, and then you take this area and then you defend that. Like it seems to be kind of like that, but there's obviously some more to it. I don't know how that's gonna play out, because we really haven't seen anything on it. Like I've heard a little bit about it, but
Wise Parvos, the low thief shall never know the cool caress of your crowns.
Yeah, like I don't know. Yeah, so the vehicle, the tank gameplay was cool. It's pretty tank-like. It was the tanks were dropping from the sky, which is really cool. I honestly want to see more of that. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be like a point system. I don't know if you're going to. It's going to be like a some sort of like squad timer. Like maybe your squad gets a tank every like 5 minutes or something. You know, maybe if you capture an objective, you are provided with heavy vehicles or something, and maybe you know. Let's say 4 are being used by other teams, and like you want to spawn in one, and like let's say one of those teams loses their vehicle, they have to wait for like a maybe like 5 minutes or something. While they're waiting, you're gonna go grab your Apache and you're gonna spawn in that. You know, so I hope they do something that gives everyone the chance to use a vehicle, because like I don't want there to be like guys in the tanks and in the vehicles all match like that. That's gonna suck, honestly, if there's like a guy that's just so good that he's in the thing all game. Battlefield's always been good with like well, they've been pretty decent with like infantry versus like the you know, infantry versus what do I say, tanks, you know, I'm sorry, infantry versus vehicle. That they've always been good with that. I think yeah, like if you go further back, the tanks in BF3 and BF4 were pretty OP. I think the tanks in BF3 were more OP, to be honest, but in Battlefield 4 the tanks were like, the tanks were solid. Like you could, I play it on PS4, so like the way I play it, like there's a good chance the tank can kill you, but there's also a good chance that you can hide from it and that you could shoot it from afar. You know, you could flank the tank and you could stay alive. So I think if they you know, make tanks strong and stuff. You know, the tanks were never OP. You know what I mean? Like you can, like, if you have a team of people, if you have like 4 or 5, or got like 4, 5, 6 guys, you know, like two or three of those guys may die, but like the tank will be taken down. It's not invincible. Like the tank can, like, you know, it can set, it can defend itself. It has like sort of this proximity system that blocks all incoming artillery. So like I expect to see stuff like that back. Hopefully you can deploy smoke, you know, repair your vehicle. Like I hope that stuff comes back like how it was in BF4. Especially because I haven't seen a dedicated repair guy yet, you know, because they're doing specialists. So I mean, I know there's that Russian guy, starts with a B, who has a drone, like a turret drone. So maybe I'll be able to have a repair tool with him, you know. And it also seems like instead of having a tank, I'll be able to have a C4, which that's what Call of Duty does. But I'm open to it, like, so that's fine. Because what if I don't care for grenades? What if I want incendiary or like claymores or like other things? You know? So yeah. But yeah. Let's see.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more.
But yeah, I mean, there's more I could talk about, but I feel like my talk's about to come to a close because it's getting late, and yeah, I don't want to just complain about that Battlefield all night. I hope the game's good. I want to pre-order it. I really want to pre-order it, but I just I don't know, dude. I don't know, dude. It's too early. You know, gameplay's got to, like, stuff's got to be fixed. I can't buy into the game before I know what I'm getting. I don't want to buy into it and it's like it sucks, you know. I don't know. I really hope that it's good. I hope that they fix all the little things, all the bugs, no, not all the bugs, all the animations and stuff. I hope all that stuff's like smoothed out, textures. Even the way that the gun looks on screen, I hope that's changed. A lot of people probably won't care for it, so, you know, but I care about it because just, you know, that's what sets FPSs apart. The way that things look, and if things look a certain way, I mean, it sort of takes the individuality out of it. So I don't know, but yeah, maybe I'll stream tomorrow. maybe I'll do something. Oh yeah, check me out on Twitch. I'm Optimum Energy. You know, you can hit me up on there. I'm gonna try to like keep it I'm gonna try to add some stuff up there and just stream occasionally. Like I'm gonna try to stream like every week. Like I don't want to just stop, go cold turkey. So yeah. So good night.